film that. I want to film that. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
So David, do you want to, and Elie, do you want to tell us how this film started?
You want me? I start? You start. You want to talk. I was producing a disco show that I was doing off Broadway. It was Lost in the Disco, actually, with one of the former Branded Award, Lisa Azuelos. And there was that roller skater girl who was at Studio 54, as a matter of fact. And she told me, you know, if you want someone who loves disco to do clothing and all of that, you should check out Elie Tahari. And I didn't know the Elie Tahari, that, you know, all the history of disco music and even that he was Jewish and he was Persian and all this stuff. I had no idea. So we got together, and then after, when the film festival arrived in 2020, I was like, you know, let's open, remember that day? Let's open to have more than just filmmaker and to open to other people. And I thought of Elie, and I went to see Elie. He kindly accepted and donated me a building, which I'm very grateful. And then we got along very well at the film festival. And then COVID happened. You guys remember, right? COVID? Okay. It was something back. It turned out it's the most difficult thing because you don't know what the person is going to say. You know, so the script is being written as we speak. And this is how it went, and I called Elie right away, and Elie was like, sure. And this is one thing with the big guys, is that the bigger they are, the easier they say yes. It's true, it's true. So,
but did you really say yes right away, or did you give him a hard time?
Yeah. First I met him through, can you hear me?
Yeah, we do.
I met him through the Sephardic Museum, and I got a award there by Alachmi, thank you, and he had my story and he was interested in it, and it was just natural for it to happen. And I'm very happy I did it with David, because David did the whole thing. He wrote it, filmed it, directed, edited, put the music on. He did it.
And how much time did you spend together? Like, how much footage do you have?
One interview master, which was his interview was the very first day of film I was directing. So, in other words, I started with, you know, and I said to the guys who were filming with me, team, I said, look, I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm talking, but you do what you think is the best. I'm going to say some BS about the cameras, just to show to Elie that I know my stuff. So I go, okay, so you're going to put the 32 here, then the 4400, make sure the light comes here, then make sure you go on the self-focus, and the DDD CCS, and which meant absolutely nothing. And the guys were like, yeah, I got you there, you know, but it meant absolutely nothing. So we did that whole day. Also, I'm not from the fashion world, so I really wanted to understand, you know, when he tells me the Carver story, I had no idea what it meant, you know, so I really wanted to understand. And also, the people who know everything about fashion, I also wanted to feed them to learn from the master himself. You know, that's why I put the master class part. And I want to say that this version that you saw, besides, you know, the coloring thing that was on that projector, but this version, I have people as a witness, Dave and the team, Robin, David Miller. I sent, what time was it? I worked all night long until 6 a.m. on that version to add just for you guys the moment when I asked about the Sephardi, you know, when the people were, hey, you know. That's how we do. When I work in New York as I'm Sephardi, people go. I just want to recognize the presence of a very important lady. She's a legend. We all love her. We all know her. Leni Kazan. And she was so kind to come tonight. Bravo to you. Bravo to you, my love.
I just think you did an incredible job.
Say it louder. It's for my green card. I need some people like you down it. Say it loud in front of the camera.
both did amazingly well, a beautiful job. It was inspiring and brilliant and funny and heartwarming, and I think I love both of you.
What an accomplishment. But I want to ask you a question. It appears that among people who are successful, there seems to be this thread of adversity. I'd like to know how your struggles led you to become who you are.
As I was mentioning in the documentary, you go to the gym, you lift up weight, you get muscle. Resistance gives you strength. And I think the tough upbringing, which when I was a kid, I didn't think it was tough. I thought it was normal. But when I look back, there was no electricity, no running water, and all of that makes you stronger as you grow up. I don't know if I answered your question.
No.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yes? Yes, sir. Oh, that's my friend over there. This gentleman is a Holocaust survivor, just so you know.
I just want to say that it's an absolutely fantastic movie, a story of a wonderful man from rags to riches, and the only thing that I want to say, everybody else will give more accolades, but what I want to say, this movie has to be shown in every school, okay, to inspire the young people. Okay, the young generation right now is going the wrong way. And this movie must be shown in every school, in every class. Thank you.
I wish you health,
Thank you.
and I would like you to keep rock and roll. It will keep you young and be healthy.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you
it.
so much.
Thank you. Only in Jewish film festivals, people ask questions, they wish you good health. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
First of all, David, it was a great show.
Thank you so much. I agree.
I came here to Erica told me just to, Mom, get out of the house. My mother died 2 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry.
But just to say that, I had no idea I was coming to see you, to hear about you. I know about you since I was 16 years old, Tahari. My mother left Iran selling brassieres and lingerie departments, door to door, just like you did. When we came to this country, a year later, my father died. Then she opened up a store named Foxy Lady. All she was able to do is make it from Brooklyn to city to buy your clothing. If I was in Houston, I would ask her something, Mom, do you have Tahari? I used to call you Tatari. Do you have any Tatari clothing? I would come in. And I have to tell you, I have clothes since I was 17 years old, and it still fits, and it's still in good shape. To actually be able to meet you, of all these years, when I look in my closet, I have all your clothes.
You always have a good taste.
No, it's been years we carried it. I wish my mother would be alive today, that I could just go tell her. I finally met him. I saw him. He was just amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elie Tahari, for sharing your life with us. And David, what an incredible, incredible, incredible production. I give you, I don't know, it's such inspiration. It's unbelievable. I come from also a retail industry that I took it to a product development, and I sort of followed your model, except I did it in arts, craft, and stationery. And then finally we sold the company successfully. But what this movie is an inspiration for every young man, every person. I think if I brought some of my nephews and nieces here, they would jump out of the seat and want to go start a fashion company. Honestly, this should be taught in every MBA school, every fashion school, every business school, and this movie is $1 billion movie.
Listen, I take $1 million. I take $1 million.
You guys are exclusive.
I love him so much. He's tzaddik.
Thank you.